Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. So, in your pre shuffle, you have the gratitude card. Okay, so this says, as I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. Okay, so when we focus on being grateful and focusing on the things that we love and appreciate in our life, we start to see more of that. All right, so anyway, let's dive into the rest of your reading. Let's see what else is coming up for you guys this week aside from gratitude being important. Let's see what else. If I can grab my deck, right? Let's see for the Scorpios out there, what is some things that are important for Scorpios this week? Let's see. For the Scorpios, you have new life. Love that. Look at you being brand new, fresh, revitalized, refreshed. They're saying so. Maybe you feel refreshed this week. Let me get some more. This is about being reborn, being born again, right? Let's see what else for Scorpios this week, please, Spirit. We have man holding a coin. So that's pretty awesome. So this can, of course, resonate in terms of love. Maybe you're meeting a wealthy person here, somebody who is stable, or again, you could be the man holding a coin, regardless of gender, becoming more stable, focusing a lot more on your material assets, your material wealth, your material well-being. So whatever that means to you, finances, career, this can also be an opportunity is being brought to you. So however it resonates with you, it looks good anyways. It does mean that stability is being brought into your life. There's an opportunity at hand here to do with your coins, your money. All right, let's see what else comes up for you guys. New life, a man holding a coin. This looks really awesome. Let's see, for my lovely Scorpions out there. Victim, interesting. Did we have that last time? Feeling a bit of a victim at the moment. Maybe you are counting maybe the negatives at the moment, and this is why they're saying to count your blessings, because whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on all the ways that you are a victim of life, you're gonna become even more of a victim of life, right? If you're focusing on, being more of an empowered person and the reasons why you are strong and what you've been through that has created that, then you'll become more strong and you'll realize your potential as a person, right? Anyways, yapping as I'm pulling the cards out. You have isolation and guilt coming through as well. So we'll look at this. I don't know if these are feelings that you are having this week or have been dealing with, and it's time to kind of release these. So I'll explain each one. So as you can see in victim, this acorn is a victim of the conflict between a squirrel and a dragon in the background. So maybe you found yourself in the middle of something, a victim in the middle of somebody else's disputes. Maybe that's what it could be. Maybe for some of you this could go all the way back to like childhood, maybe feeling a bit of a victim there, or whatever it is. It's time to let's move ourselves away from this. You are more than what you've been through, my angels. You then have isolation coming through. So this is a really good time to accept an invite. When isolation comes in, maybe you have been isolating yourself. You've been taking some time out because you have new life and this lady is coming out of this egg, being reborn again. For some of you, it's time to get yourself back out there. Okay. All right. I feel like at the moment it's a very Scorpio thing to have trust issues, but I generally feel that a lot of you feel a bit burnt by people, and I don't think you like people very much. Whoever I'm speaking to, like, you have a weird thing about people because you have like a victim. I feel like you have again been, dealing with a lot of crappy people in your life or lately, or you've been hurt a lot more. But maybe what Spirit's trying to say for those of you who resonate with that is that you're focusing only on the bad people who've done bad things to you. What about the people who you've met who have actually been blessings, in your life? So again, similar to gratitude over here and perspective shifts, they're wanting you to start counting the good things because you'll start to attract even more of those. Anyway, isolation comes in when you might be making excuses for not putting yourself out there more. And this is a really good time to put yourself out there more, attending to certain events, going to certain birthday parties, even if you don't feel like it, but you want to, but deep down there are some fears in the way. It's a really good time to get out there because you never really know who you're going to meet, especially when you have man holding a coin. You could meet again a very wealthy person, somebody who's very stable, somebody who could help you with your finances, your stability, all right, or could give you an opportunity. You never really know where networking can get you, so make sure you put yourself out there into the world. All right, important. Then you have guilt coming through. So whether you are struggling with feelings of guilt and blame, that can be the case, or whether you are currently in maybe a dynamic where somebody else might be feeling that about how they might be treating you. But let's dive a little bit deeper, okay? Let's see what else is going on for you. I'm sure this will all clarify itself in the tarot cards, but let's see what else coming out for my Scorpios. Oops, the whole deck is trying to come out here. You have wait. Interesting. It says it's not the right time. The universe is working on it. Trust in divine timing. Underneath isolation, you have free yourself. So for a lot of you, this could be where it's at here, right? And impossible. I'm possible. Believe in yourself, especially with guilt. Right. Let's see what this is about. Let me show you. So underneath victim, sometimes they do align. So if it resonates with you, it's important. Maybe you guys are waiting for your karma. That could be what it is. And they're saying, wait, this is not the right time, especially if you're trying to act on it. In general, this is not the right time for something that maybe you're inquiring about. This is the universe is working on it. Trust in divine timing. Okay. Then you have free yourself underneath isolation. Okay. It's time to make a decision, follow your heart, and sometimes screaming helps. And then you have impossible. I'm possible. Believe in yourself. Nothing is impossible. Whatever is causing you guilt could be just coming from a feeling of like something about your desires, because its sacral chakra is orange for that reason. Okay, and this is the throat chakra, so about expression, self-expression, and this is your heart. So these are the areas that maybe need a little bit of work internally to work on in your chakras here. Maybe you have guilty about your desires because maybe you guys feel like you have to help somebody, or maybe you feel like you're being selfish in some way. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Spirit is saying not to feel guilty, to believe in yourself, okay? And remember that nothing is impossible, okay? Anyway, let's dive into your tarot because I really, really want to see what's going on there. I feel like it's going to clear some things up. So let's see. For my Scorpions out there, let's see overall energy for the week itself for Scorpios. Ooh, look at that. 5 of Wands came up reversed, right next to victim as well. So this can represent an inner conflict going on, or the fact that you are out of a conflicting situation. I'm going to have to clarify that. Because maybe the conflict has ended, but you're still repeating that in your mind, for example. Let's see what your energy is for the week, the energy of Scorpio this week. The Wild, beautiful energy. This is beautiful energy because it does look like you are opening your heart space up, being more vulnerable and getting ready for new things. So for a lot of you, maybe you are actually moving away from a victim mindset here, kind of ending that conflict, ending anything that has got you feeling round and round, stuck in a cycle. Okay, you're breaking cycles. Interesting. Now it makes a bit more sense. Knight of Cups, great for you, Scorpio, because it's a water sign card, which is representing about needing to fill up your own cup by that little lake here and go through some maybe difficult and intense feelings to get to new territory, to new environments. So this sometimes comes up when we're having to overcome feelings like anxiety and worries. Usually it's because we're going into the unknown, that our body is like, oh, this is not familiar. We need to go back to what's familiar. This is uncomfortable for me. So that's something that you are pushing past, that fear and that anxiety to get to new territory. The Wild here. Maybe some of you might actually be traveling or thinking about moving or traveling, or just spicing things up a little bit here with the Wild card there. It's a new cycle. That is what they're wanting you to think about, is a new cycle, new life, which I love because you have that here. You're being reborn again. You're releasing anything that's got you tied down. All right. Love that. Right. Let's see what else comes out for you here. For you, let's put these together. I'm going to put it like this because I like the Wild card, right? Let's see. In the area of challenges or blockages this week, please, Spirit, what is something they have to say? The 10 of Wands. And you see how it came on top of victim again? Releasing, surrendering. Your challenge is that you're coming to the end of a very difficult journey in your life, and maybe it's hard to let go of these narratives. It's hard to let go of things that you've held on to for so long. Okay, I mean, whatever it is to you. I'm going to speak vaguely because it's a general reading, and some of y'all don't get that. It's general reading, guys. Like, I want to make sure I keep it wide because you never, like, we're all going through similar things, just in different ways. For some of you it's love and difficult relationships. For some of you it's difficult jobs, whatever it is. Okay, that's why I keep it general unless otherwise. But 10 of Wands coming through, your challenge is to let it go. For some reason, some of us might be, holding on a lot to heaviness, because heaviness is familiar, difficulty is familiar. Okay. And that's where maybe you're really feeling called to release and let go and be open and vulnerable to a new energy. Whatever it is that you're doing, it does require you to be in a new thing. Like we said with the Knight of Cups, it's vulnerable for you. Like it's completely something new. And I feel like I'm pulling this face because it feels icky. Like it feels maybe, it feels very unusual to you, whatever it is that you're doing. Right. Let's carry on. Let's see what else is going on for you here. In terms of the external environment this week for Scorpio, the Two of Swords, interesting. Time to make a decision, and it did jump on top of impossible. So in your external environment, you might be having to make a lot of decisions at the moment. Okay. By trusting in your gut instinct. We will dive a little bit deeper into that. Right. And in terms of the inner world of Scorpio, the Eight of Cups, internally you're walking away from a lot of things that are blocking you, that are not fulfilling for you. Okay, which is great news. And advice for the week, you have Six of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Love that. Your advice this week is to try new things. I absolutely feel like that's the case here. It's like kind of put something in a direction and see what comes back. Okay. So in terms of career, maybe it's really about maybe you're investing in something and you're trying to see the return of it. If it's something that you really want to go towards and commit to. The Knight of Wands is a very non-committal energy, which is why usually in tarot it gets the player, thing, which can be very true. But in terms of advice, it's about experimenting. It's about, having more ambition. So by focusing on your daily routine, Six of Pentacles, and what you're giving your time and energy to and experimenting with that, see what comes back out. It is a great card that speaks about like an equal exchange sometimes. What you put out into the world comes back to you. What you give to others comes back to you. It's also about paying attention to your routines and your health. I always say that with this card, and it will come back to you. Okay. So, for some of you, maybe your advice is to connect with others, again, mutual people. So go find some people who have the similar interest to you. For some of you, I feel like that for some reason. Knight of Wands, go to new environments. Okay. Again, it's a really big time for experimenting for you. Okay, to have fun with it. Knight of Wands, be carefree about it, all right? Let go of anything, again, that's been holding you down, weighing you down. Maybe it's your own judgments of what it is that you're doing. Because for some of you, I felt like that. That's why it felt icky. Maybe you're doing something that you once judged others for doing because you were in a state of maybe more closed-mindedness. There's nothing wrong with that. No judgment here. Right, let's see what else. Let's go and clarify all this stuff for you so we can get clear on this. So again, you're being called to experiment, which makes sense with the new life. They're saying to kind of bring more new ideas in and take action and go have fun and have new hobbies and just try new things and have fun whilst doing it. Right, then the Five of Wands in reverse for the energy for this week. Why is this here? The Six of Pentacles, exactly. So you're already doing what Spirit advises you to do. So you're putting your time and energy into better places instead of being stuck in certain cycles that are never ending. They never give back to you. All right, conflicting people or immature people, or immature environments, whatever it is, or just an inner battle. You're now spending some time to really be more mindful and in what's the word? More mindful, more making more conscious decisions. There's a word that begins with an I that I cannot think about. But anyways, you're making more mindful decisions, intentional decisions, maybe even as well, intentional action. Okay, like you're being more, intentional. There we go. So you're creating new cycles, I must say, with that, because like I was saying with the Six of Pentacles earlier, there's that little infinity sign going on around in the background, because what you put out into the world comes back to you, and you've been putting your time and energy into things that have not been giving back to you. All right. So that's what's changing. Maybe better people, better hobbies. I don't know. I'm going to just say that, better routines, whatever it is. Maybe you're giving more. Okay. And I feel like that's a very important one for some of you, especially the Five of Wands. If in the past you felt like, but you're giving more equally, right, to the right kinds of people this time, which is great. But then anyway, you're creating a good balance in your life, which is nice, as you can see here. You're creating new cycles, but great ones that give back to you. So the world in Scorpio's energy this week with the Knight of Cups. Why is this here? The Sun and the Two. Some of you are going into relationships, or you're a lot more open to relationships, by the way. It does feel like some of you are making the first move or making the first gesture, and I feel like maybe that's why you feel a bit icky by that. I don't know why, but it feels like you're doing it because it's your heart. Remember with free yourself, follow your heart underneath isolation. If you have been single for a while, for example, a lot of you are waking up and going, actually, you know what? Like, I don't want to be alone forever, right? So I'm going to put my foot first. I'm going to make the first move. It doesn't mean that you're going to, if that is uncomfortable for you, don't worry. Like, it feels like there is going to be a very mutual relationship coming through, one that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. You're going to be very, very happy that you've made a certain move, even if the move is like you're going to move across the world, for example, because the world is here. That could be something that is like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want to be making this move. No, you do want to make this move, but it's anxious for you and you worry what's on the other side, right? But it is going to bring you in a very good, very, very good connection, by the way. Anyway, your vulnerability is going to pay off. So don't you worry. Don't you worry about that. It's very clear. This is beautiful energy with that over here. Right. Let's look at the 10 of Wands as your challenge or blockage. The 5 of Pentacles. Exactly. What's so interesting is you've been holding on to something because otherwise, whatever it is, again, speaking very generally because I don't know what it is. For some of you, it's the past. For some of you, it is, I don't know. But there's an energy with the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles that feels like you feel like if you let go of something, it's going to leave a hole behind. Because the 5 of Pentacles is like feeling left out in the cold. Maybe it's a certain connection. Maybe it's a certain memories. I don't know what it is. But I feel like, what is the best way for me to describe this? Because it's like, there's a worry about feeling empty, metaphorically speaking. And this hole is being filled up with the wrong things, wrong people, or just, I don't know what it is. Maybe you've got into some bad habits or a certain way of feeling, an old narrative, whatever it is. Because of the 5 of Pentacles. I don't know why I'm getting it with you guys here. Because with the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, now there's other challenges that are coming up in my mind and I will deal with that in a second. Right, sorry. There's so many stories going on right now. I'm trying to get to this one because it's very metaphorical and I love that stuff because I want to work out what it is. But the 10 of Wands is like this feeling of heaviness. Like, and it's, if you were to let go of this, you're going to feel like you have nothing. And maybe that's what it is for some of you. You feel like if I let go of this old way of being and all these stories in my life, then who am I? Like, it feels empty to begin with. That's what it feels like here. But the 5 of Pentacles is like there is help around you, there's support around you, and there is a key to this door that's here as well. So we don't have to stay in that emptiness. We can go out and make, open new doors, new opportunities. Now, for some of you, 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, the story I was getting for some of you is to let go of a certain career. Like for some of you, because men holding a coin over here suggests that there is a new opportunity coming your way, which is great. And maybe you're in a current job. Only for some of you that might not be paying. Like you're doing a lot of the work and not getting any money back for it. There's no opportunity for growth for some reason. And speaking very generally, this can be in a lot of different areas of your life. Okay, just for some of you out there. So something that you need to let go of might feel like a little bit challenging for you, but it's going to open a door. The door is going to be there. It's up to you to maybe take the first step, maybe reach out to certain companies. I don't know what it is for you, but you don't have to stay here. That's your challenge. Also, 5 of Pentacles can be a scarcity mindset. All right. As well. Right. As well. Okay. What else? And a challenge for you might be finances right now. Finances. I don't know why I always say it like that. So that could be a little bit of an issue for you. But they are saying there is a door here that you can open. So don't accept defeat too quickly. All right. Let's move forward. Because the man holding a coin here is very, very good for your finances. And maybe you are going to be getting some sort of... you might even ask someone for an opportunity and they give you a chance, for example. It does feel like there is some action on your side that does need to be made. All right. Anyway, my goodness. Right. Let's see what else. 2 of Swords in your external surroundings. 8 of Wands. You're choosing a direction. That's interesting. in your external surroundings. So Eight of Wands is great, by the way. Whatever direction you're choosing, you already know intuitively what you need to do and let go of and move forward into, because that's why new life is here. But Eight of Wands, a lot of opportunities coming your way. So maybe you're having to make a decision about these opportunities and again, what direction you want to go in, which is awesome. If you don't feel very intuitive yet, then that might be why wait is here. Okay, or if you don't feel like you like the options that are in front of you, then again, keep looking. Don't settle ever. But Eight of Wands is a really good card for things moving in the right direction. So whatever decision you have to make, I see you making the right one. Eight of Cups. In your inner world, Queen of Cups. So yeah, definitely choosing your feelings first, following your heart, and death and rebirth. Scorpio, your strong energy coming in. You are aligning to yourself again, which is amazing, to your most potent energy, which is awesome, about transforming your life. Scorpios are all about transformation, right? That's what you guys are about. Maybe it means that your life is always transforming. So whatever life has thrown your way lately, however it has gone, maybe you're not super happy about it, but you can transform that again. That's your superpower, right? Phoenix rising from the ashes. It gets tiring, I get that. But with the Eight of Cups here, there are things that are unfulfilling for you. And it's our responsibility as human beings in this day and age to go, okay, if this is not serving me, I'm kind of sacrificing myself in order to serve others or to serve whatever this thing is. Like, what is keeping you attached to something that just doesn't fulfill you anymore? That's a big question, because it does feel like it's coming at a cost to yourself. So Queen of Cups, follow your heart. There is transformation ahead. Death and rebirth here. There is some sort of ending coming through here, which is great because it's going to help you be in more alignment to your heart, your body, your mind, your soul. Like, it feels like it's connecting you back to yourself again. All right, which is beautiful. And your advice, we've already kind of gone over it, but let's get some more for that energy. King of Pentacles, again, stepping more into your stability. Some of you are really going to, I'm seeing some of you might end up traveling, and the world being here is kind of confirmation for that. I see some of you will travel and really help others who might be in need around the world. Like, a lot of you, I do feel like that's something you want. Good thing about this is, as well, King of Pentacles is the man holding a coin. So for some of you, this will be an opportunity. All right, maybe somebody's going to give you some sort of task that is going to, give you a lot more money, for example, or give you a goal here to help you. I don't know if you're giving yourself more goals to help reach some financial things, or if someone might be helping you here as well. King of Pentacles being in a more stable, financially or materially stable position. One more for the Knight of Wands. For the Knight of Wands, please. The Hermit, okay, that's the isolation. And the Seven of Swords, that's interesting. Because this is your advice, interesting how they look like they're in the same position. The Knight of Wands is all about having fun, going out there, extroverted energy, right? Positive energy. The isolation was more of like, I prefer my own space, but I'm going to be lonely here. This is where I would say, like, this might be where self-sabotage is here. Like, it's always great to reflect and go inwards, like the Hermit does, to like look at the world through a different perspective. That's why spending some time in isolation can help close out those distractions so we can focus on ourselves. But at some point down the line, you got a bit comfortable there, and now the outside might be scaring you. Maybe you're not, having fun in life lately, and that's why you feel guilty, because you feel like you're not living up to your potential and everything is impossible. It's not, but you might be looking at things maybe from not the wrong perspective. But Seven of Swords, Knight of Wands. I feel like you've been watching fun from the outside. Maybe you're fearful of the Seven of Swords, of like sneakiness, and for some of you, you've built a strategy in a time of isolation, but it's time to take action on it. That's what I would say here, because the advice is the Knight of Wands. It is to be more carefree, to be a bit more, not naive in a sense that you just accept anything at face value, but it's like, it's carefree. It's like, I'm going to go and do this because I really want to do it. Like, I just want to experience this thing. I don't know. It's fun. It's challenging yourself. And I feel like that's something that you need to do, because Seven of Swords, again, could be a bit of self-sabotage. Okay, let's not do that. It could be that you're worried, or I don't know, like it's They're saying here in moderation, because you actually have, they're showing me the King of Pentacles very about, stability. I think that's what you're desiring, of course. But you might be feeling like, in order to have stability, I need to be stable. I can't be going having fun and doing all these things, but you're just going to live a very miserable life if you're not doing that. Spirit is saying, okay, in moderation, like 80-20 rule. I don't know why they're showing that, because like it feels like some is more over here than here. So 80-20 rule. I don't know what they mean, but go Google it. The 80-20 rule with having fun and being stable. Okay? Whatever it is to you. All right. Anyway. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Please let me know how this resonated with you guys. But aside from all that, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy these readings. And I'll see you guys next time. All right.